Kyle Busch in the Joe Gibbs Toyota 18 car team gets absolutely hammered by NASCAR, but Bubba Wallace gets let off the hook for dangerously retaliating against Kyle Larson, something much more severe in comparison. What the hell is going on at this point? So, we all know the absolute clown show that went on at Las Vegas with Bubba Wallace completely losing his mind. Kyle Larson ran him up high and Bubba said himself, "I don't lift," and so he didn't. But he went into the wall because of his stubbornness with that and immediately reacted completely out of frustration. Bubba chased down Larson very dangerously, wrecking him at 170 miles an hour, and if not for fellow Toyota driver Christopher Bell being there, it could have been a lot worse, which is the next part of this debacle. The young Joe Gibbs driver had top 5 speed and was certainly in contention for a win to advance himself to the next round of the playoffs, the championship 4. Instead, the 20 car was taken out of this race, losing out on a lot of valuable and vital playoff points due to Bubba Wallace's antics on track. Bubba's uncontrollable behavior not only stayed on track, after wrecking Larson, he pulls over to the infield and literally gets out of his car as another car goes right by him. Like, what are you doing, dude? We've seen how stuff like that ends before. It's too dangerous. But he walks over to the infield to meet Larson, where all the emergency people were, because, you know, you're supposed to wait for them before you get out of the car for safety precautions. It's just the rules that Larson followed here. But Bubba went to Larson, shoving and yelling at him multiple times and making a complete fool out of himself, honestly. I mean, hey, Larson was trying to defuse the situation by walking away from him like, dude, what are you doing? Bubba continued to make the situation even worse after the incident with the media. He claimed he had steering problems, but we all know he wrecked Larson on purpose. And hey, look, Joey Logano commented on this and basically said, hey, this could have gotten a lot worse if not for Christopher Bell softening that impact. And even that's pretty bad because it ended his day as well, and he had nothing to do with it. It could have resulted in ending Larson's career, or possibly his life, as Logano said. Such a bad look too, as Bubba car owner Denny Hamlin has been extremely vocal about expressing his next-gen safety concerns. And look what happened to Kurt Busch, his teammate at 23XI, and the driver of the 45 car he's driving right now. Taken out for that next season because of this crap. So, just a horrid look for Bubba Wallace. And hey, you have to imagine Denny was not happy about this. So the next big question awaiting was how NASCAR would deal with this situation. What kind of disciplinary actions would Bubba Wallace face? Suspension? Fines? Points penalty? A lot of people were calling for him to be suspended for multiple races for this. That would have been pretty fair after all this concern over the safety issues all season long. But, surprise, surprise, Bubba gets let off the hook. Nice and easy. NASCAR dished out a 1-race suspension for this. Yes, you heard that right. 1 race for doing what he did on the most dangerous part of the track at such a high speed. I just don't get it, and it doesn't make sense. I'd say most people feel the same way, that NASCAR screwed up here, and I'm going to tell you why right here. But before I do that, I just wanted to let you all know that 98% of you watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. That means it's almost guaranteed you're watching this video right now without being subscribed. It's crazy. It's 100% free and easy. Ring that bell to be notified whenever we have a new upload, and hit that like button on the video if you're enjoying. Thanks for that, guys. Now that you've done that real quick, let's get right back into it. Kyle Busch has got absolutely hammered recently for a tire rolling out on a caution. A freaking caution! There should be a penalty for it. But I mean, come on. Kyle Busch and the 18 Joe Gibbs racing team was punished way too much compared to what NASCAR did with Bubba Wallace. Ben Bishore, crew chief of the 18 car, is suspended for the next 4 races, as well as Jackman, Darrell Edwards, and tire changer Michael Hicks, and this penalty will last through next year's Clash at the Coliseum exhibition opener. I just don't understand it, dude. That is literally a bigger penalty for a far lesser offense. Seriously, what are we doing here? Bubba should have gotten a huge points loss, 50 points, because that's what would have gotten his attention more, since his team at 23XI would let him hear it if it ended up in a more severe consequence like that. And how about a multiple race suspension? 23XI can still race the 45 car with John Hunter Nemechek, which they did at Homestead-Miami, so they can still go for bonus points. So this ultimately means nothing. It's doing nothing. So, you know what this means? I guarantee you the whole garage is scared out of their minds right now, because if you can get away with this, it's open season, boys. You can take someone out like that and essentially get away with it, with penalties that aren't too severe. It's scary, man, and it's stuff like this that's going to cause Kevin Harvick to retire. NASCAR has just been so bad with their penalties regarding their consistency with it. I want to see someone ask Kyle Busch about the logic between the penalty he and his 18 car team got and Bubba and his team. I know for a fact Busch is pissed. He's losing his mind over it right now, as we all are, but man, I'd love to hear him answer that question publicly. I know he's been more tame recently, in order to leave a better impression for sponsors, but let's just let it all out this time around, KB. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you taking out the time out of your day to tune in. Comment what you think of NASCAR's horrible logic with Kyle Busch's and Bubba Wallace's penalties. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more NASCAR content like this and hit that like button if you enjoyed. Till next time, see y'all.